It's November, it's Tuesday the 13th, and I'm Olivia. Oh, and this is MoBuzz TV.
To increase the amount of infrared light our fingers reflect, we can use a little bit of reflective tape. You can buy this off eBay for about $3 to $4 a sheet, and you can put a little square on your finger. As a result, this makes your finger a lot easier to see by the Wii remote, and we can get a lot further from the screen and have it still track.
That was an ingenious bloke who's shown the world how, with the help of an infrared emitter and some $3.99 reflective tape, anyone can control their Wii with their fingers instead of the remote. Basically, you stick the pads on your fingertips, place the Wiimote next to an infrared emitter, and the console thinks it's moving when actually it's just your fingers. Definitely one to try out at home, although just how effective it would be for gaming, I'm not sure. According to the guys at Engadget, the stress pit that is London Heathrow is hopefully going to become a little less stressful, at least for those keen to avoid the perils of the British public transport system and choose to take their cars instead. The busiest airport in the world is about to launch Terminal 5, and part of the deal is that the car park is getting a well-needed makeover. Anyone who has ever parked their car and then can't remember where they parked it will definitely benefit from the system. It snaps a photo of your license plate as you drive in and will then direct you to a space using illuminated arrows, and finally issue you with a ticket that can be read at a kiosk when you return. When you put the ticket in the reader, a 3D map of the car park pops up, helpfully pointing you in the right direction of your car, drastically cutting down traffic, carbon emissions, and stress levels. Now, not that I'm jealous or anything, but a recent article from the International Herald Tribune takes a look at the finances of those fortunate enough to work for Google. It seems that few employees were willing to talk money with the journalist, as apparently being money hungry just ain't googly. But apparently the luckiest individuals are those who were members of the original 40-strong Silicon Valley team. Bonnie Brown was signed up as the in-house masseuse, bringing home a weekly wage of $450 with a few stock options thrown in for good measure. Bonnie now lives in a Nevada mansion, has set up a charitable foundation, written a book, and has her own personal masseuse. She cashed in on most of her options and made millions, and the shares that she has kept are skyrocketing. With Google stock now topping $700 a share, they reckon that 1,000 people have more than $5 million worth of Google shares each. So, you know what to ask for Christmas now, don't you? And while we're on Google, there's a little rumour circulating the blogosphere that they may be buying mobile carrier Sprint. Now, we're not saying anything. With the manic shopping that's going on in the world of the net at the moment, we're constantly surprised about who is buying who and why. But it's just another one to keep your eye on. It seems that everyone in the UK went a bit iPhone crazy when the latest must-have Apple gadget was released last Friday. Take a look at the queue through Oxford Street. And this is the lucky person who was the first official purchaser of the phone. Only slightly pleased with himself then. If you've got a spare $510 lying around the house, and I mean, who hasn't, and you want to get a little closer to the stars, then you should consider splashing out on Gary Coleman's GameCube. The Different Strokes star is hawking his stuff on eBay, and his signed games console and 6 accompanying games are amongst the many, and I mean many items that you can buy if you want a little piece of little Gary. Just a thought. Gonna leave you all with a little clip from the people over at College Humor. All fans of Jack Bauer will appreciate this one, I think. Take care, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, did you hear about Nancy Kerrigan? Shh.
Welcome.
Schematics, Nina.
Disarm code is more important.
Goodbye.
Damn it, George! You picked up while I was doing the internet.